Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, firstly, obviously that wedge that we drew in this morning, the ascending wedge, did break to the downside. And yeah, and we said obviously it's got a target of around the 10k level, but also we have got this this level of confidence around the 10,300, which was obviously the level we initially were looking to break over. Well, before we broke over it. So yeah, that is currently where we are testing. So if we do hold here, then that would be ideal. You guys would know, obviously, my first target was, well, first target was for the whole 10k. Second target was for us to take out 10,300. And then the third target was to take out 10,600. So it is perfectly fine for us to test that 10,600, come back and back test that 10,300, and then make our way back up. I mean, that is perfectly fine. That stair step action to the upside. Well, obviously we don't really want, but obviously it's not at the end of the world if we do. But we don't really want to be coming back down to 10k basically. If we do, I think we will probably get supported there. I don't think we'll capitulate straight through it because we've spent a lot of price action, quite a bit higher than 10k now. So there maybe some buying will come in there again as it did on these previous times. But yeah, so realistically what we're looking at is getting held here, and yeah, pushing our way up. Obviously this weekend has really been a weekend of not much, just basically where we started. We did a little round trip up to the top of the range and then back, and yeah, now we're back where we were. So yeah, weekend Wall Street is not doing a lot, up a little bit more, so it's not down, but these do change as soon as the futures open. So but at the moment it's obviously looking okay. So I do obviously, you guys know my views on stocks, on stock markets. I do still think we are gonna get well, in the S&P. I think we're just going to get a break above this this trend line, this down sloping trend line, and yeah, then just start to make some progress to the upside. I don't think they are going to give up holding stock markets up just yet, and I do think they have the capabilities to do it. So I do think they will do it basically. All bets may be off come, well, nearer the elections or after the elections, and obviously we're quite near to the elections, but when it gets literally down to those last jittery, let's take our positions off time, yeah, markets can go pretty wild. And obviously we know it's triple witching as well, so we obviously got that excess volatility coming into this month too, which could be partially explaining what is going on now as well. So yeah, back to Bitcoin. Not really a lot to look at, other than what we've covered. Other markets aren't open. We're basically where we are at the start of the weekend. We sort of formed a wedge. We dropped out. Are we forming a bear flag to then move the rest of the way down? Possibly, but I actually think we're just going to get picked up here. We're back testing this 10,300 level, and yeah, we'll make some progress. We'll hopefully, and most likely, on the balance of probabilities, in my opinion, make some progress back to the upside. Let's have a look at those stochastics. We did know the 4-hour kind of was getting toppy, and obviously it's cooling off. The 10-hour was also getting toppy and is now starting to cool off. And the 12-hour, well, 12-hour is still pointing up just so. If we do lose this 10,300 level, this will turn down, and we know how good the 12-hour Stokes is for predicting the direction and price action. So we want to hold this 10,300 and make some progress to the upside. Daily as well, as you can see, sort of turning back down. So we are at an important inflection point, really. 2-day and 3-day, as you can see. Doing their thing. We are at an inflection point where realistically, if we do move back up to this 10,500, 600 level, those stochastics will probably turn back up again, and yeah, they should give us the momentum to get through this level. Obviously, conversely, if we come down, we have actually got quite a long way to run in them, so we could see some downside. So yeah, I'm guessing we need to wait until wait until those stock markets open, those currency markets open, especially the DXY. Keep an eye on the DXY. And yeah, and that's it really. Not really much else for me to say. Just yeah, just waiting for those markets to open and then see how we're trading, and then I'll especially see the US Open as well. And yeah, I think we have got, and we have got an important week. It is an important week for stock markets. Are they basically giving up? Are they done? Are we sticking a fork in the stock markets? Are they done? Are they going to come down, or are they going to stop and reverse basically, and then go back up? We did look at the longer term time frames for the Nasdaq. We did look at it on the weekly. This is what we are looking at, guys. We are looking at a big move, a long-term trend. So hey, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. I didn't even mean to go on an hour. So yeah, that's it, guys. So remember, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Fantasy football team, I'll just whiz that over for you guys that are doing it. I'm pretty much kicking myself that I didn't put Salah as my captain. I had Aubameyang, and I don't really know why I did that in hindsight. All last season I was putting Salah as my captain, and yeah, I will learn from that mistake. Got lucky though with Justin. Justin did all right down here. Leicester defender got himself a cheeky assist and I think some bonus points also. Calvert-Lewin got the winner against Everton, and so to be honest, I am getting beaten in some of my leagues. This is my main league. I'm getting beaten by quite a few of these guys, by a few points, but I've got more players left to play than them. I've got Vinagre, Havertz, and Werner, and I think these two guys are going to do very well, and especially this guy, maybe even if it's not next game, but during the whole season, but also I think next game. So I've actually got some interesting tactics as well for my next week, my next week's game week. So yeah, and you guys are interested in that, let me know. And yeah, you guys can join my league. Just leave a comment if you want to join my league. I did have it in some of my video descriptions. I don't think it'll be in this one. But yeah, so that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys in the morning.